Alright, so this video is about the Space Shuttle Challenger and the accident that happened, and some of the things about it. So I'm going to answer the first few questions, or all the questions. So number one, what could NASA have done differently? So in this situation, NASA wanted to get this space shuttle, out into orbit to monitor, a comet. That was their goal of this space shuttle. So they wanted to get it up there, and um, they were warned originally by a man named Roger Boisjoli. He was one of the engineers that worked on it, and he saw there was a fatal issue that could occur in the design, and so in some of my research, it even said that he said that this was going to end in like a catastrophic failure, like bad things were going to happen if they launched this into space. At the moment, they shouldn't have done it. So but they did, and in turn, it led to the accident, which was a failure of O-ring seals, basically in the right booster, a rocket booster, which caused that to kind of fall apart, which then caused the entirety of the shuttle to kind of fall apart and crash into the ocean at high speeds, which killed everybody inside, which was not good. So I think NASA, what they should have done differently was waited a little bit, and made sure that everything was perfect and ready to go. Keep that 100%, like no risk factors. I think they should have listened to Roger for sure, like listened to what he had to say and what he was saying. Because I know that if I was ever warned of anything that could have gone wrong in an experiment, I'd put thought into that and make sure that wouldn't happen. Especially when human lives are at stake. You don't want to put anything up to risk because that's something very valuable that you can't lose. And I think NASA really should have put aside whatever their ambitions were, like glory or info or whatever they had. Even if they had time constraints to this comet, it wasn't worth the lives of all these people that died. Um, Question two was, what should Roger Boisjoli have done differently, if anything? Um, I honestly don't think he could have done anything really differently. In my research, I found out that he honestly pushed really hard for them to stop this rocket from launching, and the shuttle, I mean, from launching. And he told them that it wasn't ready to go. There was issues in it. He was pushing really hard for this to not happen, and NASA didn't listen to him. And I guess there always is the thing where he could have not helped them, like send the rocket into space. Like obviously he probably needed to be there and stuff because he knew how to operate it as an engineer. But you know, I don't know if there's anything else he could have done differently. I know that he was, at his age, it would have been hard to find a new job if he were to get fired, and he had a family and stuff. But honestly, if he had to, go as far as stopping the rocket launch himself and making sure it didn't go off, just so that these people could live, I think it would have been worth it. If it came down to it, I think the job of one man, um, and the lives of several people, I think several people deserve to live in that situation, and the man could lose his job. I think that's a fair price. Um, but other than that, I think Roger did the best that he possibly could. Except for that, possible stopping it. I don't know if he could have in the situation anyway, but he constantly pushed and told him it wasn't gonna work and it was gonna end in failure. But yeah, NASA didn't listen to him and they launched it anyway, and we all know what happened after that. So I don't know what to do about that. But question three is, what do you, the students, see as your future engineering professional responsibilities in relation to both being loyal to management and protecting the public welfare? I think honestly, keeping people safe is always a utmost priority in my opinion. The lives of people are far more important than any glory, any information, anything that you could possibly do in your job. I think the human lives are the most important thing. I would never, in any situation, if human lives are at risk and I need to get something done, I wouldn't really care about the thing I'm doing. I would make sure those people are safe. I make sure that their safety is secured, and there's 100% that they're not going to be like 100% sure that they're not going to be hurt or anything before I were to continue on with my work. I just think that's the most important thing. Knowledge, glory, whatever it is that you're seeking your job. I think, engineer job as well. Like the safety and welfare of the people that you're working with is of utmost priority. Um, Honestly, it was just yeah. I think NASA really messed up in that point, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So that's all the questions, and I guess that's it for the video.